anything that is profit off of this film, we are going to go back and give it to those people that are a part of this documentary and try to create some type of event or some type of fund or something like that to help with this community, because people are constantly taking, and nobody is going back to impart into this community in forms of helping them heal, because
There's
this was
there's a couple of
businesses
things.
that are gone.
There's a couple of things I think about, Jamila, what you're saying, which is that the third thing is that now there's interest in what is the trauma to documentary filmmakers working on these stories and telling these stories. That's something of interest. Secondly, I think that the fact that we can have a conversation about, well, you know, how do we deal with the trauma of something like that? That conversation didn't exist 10 years ago.
Right.
It didn't exist. And so I think a lot of what I see with Karen's storytelling is that Karen, when you say a story from my backyard, I hear that is how telling the stories is how we heal from the trauma. You know, telling the stories at all, seeing myself, seeing my ancestors on film. There's something so empowering about that. And Karen and I have talked about this for hours on end, but it's like so empowering to see yourself on film. And so when we're from communities that have experienced those levels of trauma, just having the capacity to see your story and to tell your story is so much the healing process.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, my second question was about the POSA, that's the Parents of Student Athletes.